part two, while my coffee's over there brewing on the stove. The other idea that came to mind up here this morning, actually this came yesterday. I was I was in the chat room on Amber Z on her channel, and they were talking about just change and you know this new system, etc. Right? And a thought popped in my head, and I thought, in order for the powers that be, right, the upper folks, right, that make all the decisions for us, in order for them to execute their plan and take us into a new system, right, a new currency, a new fiat, a new NWO, whatever you want to call it, in order to take us into that new system, because we're not going to voluntarily go to it, right? Many are not going to go voluntarily. Look how the unicorn thing went. A lot of resistance, right? And I say unicorn, you know what I mean. I mean, look how much pushback the American citizens did on that, right? Right, wrong, you did, you didn't. That's not my point. But the pushback on that. And so taking that into account into their playbook, the only way to bring about this new system, right, is through distraction, war, right, and forcefully bring the system into that, which means you go along for the ride, right, because you have no choice, right? You still have to pay your bills, you have to work, you have to function, you have to still be part of society, right? Hence the Great Reset, right? You can't, you can sit there all day with pen and paper and think of all these new ideas and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But you can't execute that as long as the existing system is still intact, right? So you have to either break that system down, tear it down, demolish it, however you can make that dream possible, right? Through distraction, war, division, right? And that's what we're seeing now, is that we're seeing that forcibly forced on us, right? We're seeing that forced on us. And I thought about this because yesterday in the morning I had seen a video from a good friend, and it was about, when does it end, right? When does this end? It never ends, right? It's a constant change. Life, the economy, the way things used to be, and I won't go into detail, but in my line of work that I've done it for 30 years, right? I've done it for a consistent amount of years that now I recognize that I'm at the end of that time to get away from this system, to get away from this line of work, that I can now start planning on doing something else, hopefully that I enjoy doing, right? That I can downsize my hours, work as I want, and try to enjoy the remaining part of my life, right? Because I put in that time. That now, looking back, this is kind of what I was structured in. This is the way I thought it would always be. But over the years, trying to move up in the ranks, I've noticed that it slowly has changed, like that slow burn they talk about, right? Where you don't feel it. It's just over time that you realize you're getting burned all over the place. But these last couple of years has definitely sped up that process in my head and my vision, that I see the writing on the wall. And in order to execute that plan, they have to do away with the old system. Right out.